Hey guys, what's up? It's Sean, AutotopiaLA, and I do read the comments, and I do respond to a lot of the comments. And a comment that I've seen a number of times is, hey Sean, when are you gonna do a walkthrough of your shop and show us some more of the cars that are in there? So today's the day we're gonna do it, man. I thought it'd be fun to do a little walkthrough, show you guys, you know, cars that you may have seen in here before. There's cars here that we've shot before. And there's some really unique, interesting, just kind of radical diversity in the shop right now. So today's the day we're gonna do a walkthrough, man. So hold on, because here we go. So some of you might not know, but what I do is vehicle storage. That's like the basis of my business. And then there's a lot of other pieces that go with it. But right now we've got some really just crazy, unique cars in here. I mean, we always do, but you know, I look up here, we've got this wonderful R32. It's a special one. That's a Group A car. Over here, we've shot this before. It's a C63, but not just a C63. It's a wide-bodied C63 that makes 680 horsepower at the rear wheels because it's all built by WiseTech Engineering. This car is bonkers. But then sitting right next to it, this is a 1986 Ferrari Testarossa, 4,200 miles on it with all the matching luggage, the toolkit. I mean, this is a full collectible car. 4,270 miles, I think, is on this car. I mean, that's extraordinary. And it's black on black, which is a super rare combo for this car. Just wonderful having this in the shop. I mean, right here, just the diversity here. You got an E36, an R32, you got this wonderful C63 totally built, and then an all original 86 Testarossa. It's just awesome, you know? And then walk over to this side and talk about some more diversity. Just a killer 69 Chevelle. This car is for sale also. And by the way, this car was fully gone through and redone, still kept a lot of its OEM elements. It's very stock, kind of. This car is currently for sale, and it was all done by Galpin Autosports. Right next to it, a wonderful 67 Fastback Mustang. We actually shot this car. I mean, it kind of looks just like a beautiful 67 Fastback. There's a full episode on this that gives you all the details about how it's got a Coyote motor and some of the other elements that are done. Wonderful, wonderful 67 Fastback, and I absolutely love the color. Here's a whole nother radical rack of diversity here. I mean, we've got this old T-Bird. You know, this is an all original car. It's not a numbers matching collectible. Things have been repaired and replaced through the years on it. But you got an old T-Bird. Right above it, we've got an M3 that's, you know, got some things done to it. It's got an Akrapovic exhaust. It's got HRE wheels. Very cool car. Right next to it, one of my favorite cars in the world, a 997 GT3 RS 0.1 with like 5,000 miles on it. And there's an episode on that car on our channel. And then here's another car that we have a full episode on. It's one of my favorite builds that the Speedcore guys have done. This car was commissioned by Iron Man himself, Robert Downey Jr., by the guys at Speedcore. It's a beautiful 70 Boss 302. Go watch the episode on this one because there's way too many details to get into right now. But you just want to sit in the interior of this car and you don't even care about the rest of it. But the rest of it is really cool. And then over here, it's like another just rack of diversity, you know? My daily drive car, my ZL1, which is, you know, far from a collectible, still a badass. And then right next to it, one of the coolest cars on the planet, Vicious Mustang, a 65 Mustang, which if you're brand new to the channel, maybe you haven't seen any episodes, so go peruse the channel and you will definitely find a lot of episodes on Vicious. It's kind of a flagship car here at Autotopia. And then right above it, I love it, we've got a retired GT3 car, a Z4, whereas my UK friends might say a Z4. Right? Isn't that what they call it?
Are you speaking British now? Better learn some German, bro.
Right? But yeah, this car just retired after 3 years of successfully campaigning in the Blancpain circuit in Europe. And then a beautiful Lancia right next to it. I love the diversity of vehicles in here. There's stuff that I would never personally want, but it's wonderful to have the diversity in here. It's never boring doing a walkthrough of my shop. By the way, on the walkthrough, there's certain things I'm just not allowed to show you guys because, you know, the clients, the owners have requested that they stay just kind of tucked away and hidden. But let's go look at some more stuff. This is you know, not a radical one, but nonetheless a very cool car. This is a Shelby GT500 2012. Awesome car. There is a yellow elephant in the room also, isn't there? These things are bonkers. You know, this is the Mercedes AMG G squared, they call it. Paul and I did a fun episode, not with this one, but with a black one last year when it was pouring down rain. There's a fun episode on our channel. Go watch it just to watch Paul and I laugh. But this car, which we will be doing a full episode on soon, my buddy Jamie owns this car. It's a 1970 Roadrunner. He bought this car from my neighbor Dennis, who builds all the Fast and Furious cars. This was a stunt double in Fast and Furious 4, if you guys remember in the scene where Letty rolls a Roadrunner. This is one of the stunt doubles. It wasn't one of the rollers. But Jamie bought this car. It was overall still in pretty decent condition. And Jamie went through the entire car and created just such an incredible beast, including this that just went back in the car after being rebuilt. This is a real no bullshit Keith Black built cross ram Hemi. This is a really rare, difficult motor to get. The block is rated to deal with 8,000 horsepower because it was built for NHRA. This car we're gonna get in, not today, but we're gonna get into some radical details on this car because I can't wait to show you this. And we're so close to getting to shoot it. As a matter of fact, today the car is leaving the shop, going over to my neighbor Dennis's with Jamie to go through the rest of the stuff that he just did to this car, make sure everything's right, and then it's time to drive. So excited about it, man. So kind of got to stop at this point of the shop because there's things back here that I just, unfortunately guys, I wish I could show you and I'm not allowed to. You know, I love doing this channel, but more important than all of it really is my business here, which gives me access to all of this stuff. So we're not going to go back there, but we can go over to this side and see some other kind of, again, some just total diversity while Paul's shoes squeak like crazy for all of us.
Don't tell him about my squeaky shoes.
This is a bizarre little corner over here. I mean, we've got a Louis Vuitton display Volkswagen bus. We've got a Rolls Dawn.
What happened to the fucking thing?
It got scared, so it tucked away. It's because it's cold. Right? It's because it's cold. A couple more of my favorite cars in the shop. I mean, this is a 2005 Ford GT, one owner car. And what I love about this one owner is he's driven this car, even though the car's immaculate, it's perfect, all original, stock, nothing changed on it. He's driven this car 26,000 miles, which I love, man. I see too many Ford GTs being sold with 500 miles, 1,000 miles, which sounds great from the collectible side, but if you own the thing, man, I'd have a hard time not driving it myself. My brother had a Ford GT. Unfortunately, he sold it recently. I'm still pissed at you for doing that, dude. But he had a gray Ford GT. You can go check out a full episode on our channel on that car, including my brother jumping in the driver's seat and doing some great donuts and burnouts, man. This car...
It's like Roger Rabbit. Not Roger Rabbit, his girlfriend.
Yeah, Jessica Rabbit, right? Totally. This is the color, huh?
Yep.
But this is such a little beauty, and we've got an episode on this car as well. It's kind of funny, actually, walking through the shop and realizing how many of the cars in here we have had the pleasure of shooting. But this car is just extraordinary, man. This is a 1939 Ford that went through full mods in the mid-40s and ended up being featured in the first Hot Rod magazine ever in 1948. There's a full episode. I'm not going to give you all the details now. If you want to learn more about this car, definitely go check out the episode. But this is, just love, love, love this car, man. And that's it for the shop walk. That's where we're going to end here, is at this 39 Ford. But you know, it's fun to show you guys my shop. I really love my little business. I love that vehicle storage, which I never really set out to do in my life, turned into this. And what it gives me access to is this beautiful world of not just the cars and the owners that are in my shop, but to a world that I might not have otherwise had access to, which is some of the highest end builders and cars and owners in the world. Absolutely love it, man. So I hope you guys had fun in this little walkthrough of my shop. As always, thanks for hanging and watching and supporting what we're up to. And I will see you in the next episode. All right, man. Later.